Hi, sixth graders. I miss you and I hope you're holding up okay. I wish we could do this in the school library, but since we can't, I'm sitting in front of my bookshelf at home so that at least it looks a bit like the library where you're used to seeing me. Since you're starting your literature circles, in this video I'll describe 5 books that you have to choose from. So as you listen, I recommend just jotting down a quick note or two about each book so that you can choose one you'll really enjoy reading. I Funny by James Patterson and Chris Grabenstein. Jamie Grimm has dealt with some tough luck, but he loves comedy and wants to be a stand-up, or rather, sit-down comic. Hi, presenting me, Jamie Grimm, the sit-down comic. So can you deal with this? Some people can, some people can't. Sometimes even I can't deal with it, like just about every morning when I wake up and look at myself in the mirror. But you know what they say, if life gives you lemons, learn how to juggle. Or, even better, learn how to make people laugh. So that's what I decided to do. Seriously, I tried to teach myself how to be funny. I did a whole bunch of homework and read every joke book and joke website I could find, just so I could become a comedian and make people laugh. I guess you could say I'm obsessed with being a stand-up comic, even though I don't exactly fit the job description. But unlike a lot of homework, algebra, you know I'm talking about you, this was fun. I also filled dozens of notebooks with jokes I made up myself, like my second one-liner at the comedy contest. Wow, what a crowd, I say, surveying the audience. Standing room only. Good thing I brought my own chair. It takes a second, but they laugh, right after I let them know that it's okay, because I'm smiling too. This second laugh? Well, it's definitely bigger than that first chuckle. Who knows? Maybe I actually have a shot at winning this thing. So now I'm not only nervous, I'm pumped. I really, and I mean really, want to take my best shot at becoming the planet's funniest kid comic. Because, in a lot of ways, my whole life has been leading up to this one sweet, if sweaty, moment in the spotlight. Does Jamie have what it takes to win? Is he really that funny? Or is his mean cousin right that the judges just take pity on him because he's in a wheelchair? Why is he in that wheelchair anyway? And why does he live with his aunt and uncle? For a book that will inspire you to have a sense of humor even when life sucks, read I Funny by James Patterson and Chris Grabenstein. Short chapters with lots of illustrations make this one very manageable to finish. Rain Rain by Anne M. Martin. 11-year-old Rose has Asperger's syndrome, so she doesn't always understand other people, and other people don't always understand Rose, or her obsession with routines, rules, and homonyms, which are words that sound alike but have different meanings. She lives with her father, who is constantly angry, but luckily she has a beloved dog named Rain for company. Until, that is, a huge rainstorm hits their town, and Rain the dog goes missing. Rose is determined to find him, but that won't be easy for someone who always follows plans and rules. How can Rose possibly find Rain and bring her back home? Parts of this book are definitely sad, but there are moments of humor, and, like any great story with a dog, Rain Rain by Anne M. Martin will warm your heart. Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. What if you were brilliant, but no one knew it because you couldn't communicate it? That's what life is like for Melody. I can't talk. I can't walk. I can't feed myself or take myself to the bathroom. Big bummer. My hands and arms are pretty stiff, but I can mash the buttons on the TV remote and move my wheelchair with the help of knobs that I can grab on the wheels. I can't hold a spoon or a pencil without dropping it, and my balance is like zip. Humpty Dumpty had more control than I do. When people look at me, I guess they see a girl with short, dark, curly hair strapped into a pink wheelchair. By the way, there's nothing cute about a pink wheelchair. Pink doesn't change a thing. They'd see a girl with dark brown eyes that are full of curiosity, but one of them is slightly out of whack. Her head wobbles a little. Sometimes she drools. She's really tiny for a girl who is aged 10 3/4. Her legs are very thin, probably because they've never been used. Her body tends to move on its own agenda, with feet sometimes kicking out unexpectedly and arms occasionally flailing, connecting with whatever is close by. A stack of CDs, a bowl of soup, a vase of roses. Not a whole lot of control there. Everything changes when Melody gets a special computer that allows her to speak. She's always been in a special education class that's way too easy for her, just because no one realized how bright she is. And suddenly, she's the strongest member on the Quiz Bowl team. To get to compete with the team at nationals? Or will everything go wrong? For a story that reminds you never to make assumptions or underestimate someone's strength, read Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper, which is based on the author's experiences with her own daughter. Dovey Co. takes place in North Carolina in 1928, so it's historical fiction, but it has an element of murder mystery. Dovey is 12 years old, feisty, and fiercely protective of her big sister and their younger brother Amos. Amos is deaf, and most people assume that he's stupid, but Dovey knows better. She teaches him to read books and lips. Dovey has a distinctive voice, and the story is written in her southern twang, so if any of the language confuses you, try reading it out loud like this. My name is Dovey Co., and I reckon it don't matter if you like me or not. I'm here to lay the record straight, to let you know them folks saying I done a terrible thing are liars. I aim to prove it, too. I hated Parnell Caraway as much as the next person, but I didn't kill him. Will Dovey be able to prove that she's innocent? Read Dovey Co. by Frances O'Rourke Dowell to find out. Tigers Fall by Molly Bang. This story is set in Mexico. 11-year-old Lupe's family nickname is Tigria Loca, which means crazy little tiger. She's a daredevil who loves to ride horses, but that comes suddenly to a stop when she falls from a tree and becomes paralyzed from the waist down. Lupe is sad, angry, and hopeless. She thinks she'll never be happy or useful again. That begins to change when she goes to Projimo, a center where people with disabilities care for each other, and Lupe uses what she learns from them to heal a donkey's wound. Will caring for an animal help Lupe accept this big change to her life? Can she learn to feel happy again? Lupe is a fictional character, but Projimo is a real place in Mexico for people with disabilities. Tigers Fall by Molly Bang includes black and white illustrations, and it's pretty quick to read. Thank you for listening, 6th graders. I hope you love the books that you choose. If you need any help either deciding which one to read or if you have questions about them while you work on your lit circles, you're welcome to contact me. My email is emily.smith@isd197.org. Happy reading. I miss you.